It's only downhill from here, guys.
I was about to say this sucks, but
Welcome to the Sons of Vancouver Whiskey Channel. I'm Jenna.
I'm Andy.
And I'm Max.
And today we're going to be tasting celebrity whiskey.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
Andy's with us today. Andy works over at The Woods, which is right beside our distillery, Sons of Vancouver. Filming in The Woods today, so thanks to The Woods for letting us film over here.
But we thought this video would be fun because, you know, there are so many celebrity brands of alcohol out there and they seem to be popping up faster and faster and faster. So we thought we'd cut down to it and see what this is all about and whether there's any merit to adding a little bit of star power to your whiskey.
Do you think if you like the celebrity, it makes you like the whiskey?
Maybe.
We're gonna find out. We're
Yes.
gonna start by blind tasting all the whiskeys and giving our honest opinion about them, and then Adam's going to reveal what the whiskey is that we're drinking, and then we'll see if our opinion changes or not.
Wow.
Bring on the first whiskey.
Thank you.
So we have 3 American whiskeys that we are tasting. I can't remember if they're all bourbon, and 1 Irish whiskey.
I want to say this is the Irish because it's at least very barley. It's very soapy.
I wanted to say that as soon as I smelled it, but now I'm like, maybe it's not, and I'm going to embarrass myself.
Irish whiskey's got a good bit of pot whiskey in it, which usually makes it really sweet.
Yeah.
Whereas this is a bit cardboardy, and I thought there's like a big apple note on top, and I was like, oh, it smells nice. And then I got into it, and there was just nothing there.
It's pretty clean. It's a little bit, maybe like a little bit like sour or something.
Yeah.
All right, let's find out what this one is.
What can you tell us about this whiskey?
Oh, it's this Conor McGregor's whiskey.
Proper
is.
12 Conor McGregor's Irish whiskey. Yeah.
Okay, I was excited to try this one.
Me too.
I'm
I've never
not
tried
a big Conor McGregor fan or anything, but this was the cheapest whiskey of the lot, and at I think it was like $32 or
Yeah.
$34. Like, it was one of the best like bargains out of the celebrity whiskeys, and from the reviews that I have read about it, it's for the price a good whiskey, which I would agree with.
Yeah.
There was nothing offensive about it. If you're gonna ask me whether I want to drink Jameson's or this, I would definitely choose this.
I was about to say this sucks, but
That's fair. That's fair.
Okay, let's
it's not my thing.
like
I would never go out and seek it out,
Yeah.
but for the price, I think it's a decent whiskey.
Yeah.
maybe, but like I just think there's a lot. That's the worst Irish whiskey I've tasted.
McGregor again!
Irish whiskey's typically very smooth, very sweet, very quite robust. This is like to the lighter end. I think it lacks a punch for Irish whiskey.
If you're doing shots, I think this is a great whiskey.
Shots maybe, yeah, okay. If we're talking
Goes
about
down easy.
shooter whiskeys, yeah, cool.
Next up,
Shall we move along?
thank you, sir.
Thank you.
So, obviously, very
It's
American.
whiskey.
Very much.
Nice. Smells nice.
Oh.
Sweet, sweet,
yeah.
sweet. Lots of kind of like a,
Quite a graphite minerality to this one.
yeah, and lots of like sweet kind of cherry oak notes. Lots of new oak.
Yeah, big wood.
To me, this tastes like a very middle of the road, approachable bourbon, but the craft is very strong on it. Like, in contrast with our previous whiskey, I don't get a lot of unique character or depth, but I get a pretty good quality here. Like, this is solid flat whiskey, bourbon rather.
There's not much to it.
Yeah.
But there's also nothing wrong with it.
Nothing at all.
Like, it's a pretty solid bourbon. There's no crazy deep tails or like big like rubber band notes to it or anything, which is like a fault that I would look for.
And I think one thing that Jenna and I often say about whiskeys that we don't explain often is that it's kind of, when we say that a whiskey is very clean, it's kind of a backhanded compliment in that, or rather, clean often means boring. Like, it's not that a fault is there.
Yeah, I think flat is definitely a good description. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. It's a good like session whiskey. I don't think it's got any huge notes, like huge sweet vanilla notes, or like there is a deep like cherry wood, as you said. Like,
Yeah.
there's a big wood influence, but I wouldn't say it's a long wood influence. Like, I'd say it's a fresh wood. Or, I mean, bourbon's always virgin,
Yeah.
right? So
Let's have the reveal.
Let's have the reveal.
Matthew McConaughey.
Matthew
Flat,
McConaughey.
Inoffensive. It's all right, all right, all right.
All right.
I had higher hopes for this one, to be honest. So
Yeah,
the
this is
backstory behind this is that they tried to make a Kentucky whiskey that spoke to his Texas origins, and so it has mesquite charcoal in it, which
Didn't make much of a difference.
Mesquite charcoal.
That's what it says, yep.
Yeah. And I thought that mesquite was going to come across a lot more, but
No, yeah.
I did not detect that whatsoever.
Yeah, I would want more from this one as well. Beautiful bottle, 43% Kentucky straight bourbon.
Again, nothing wrong with it. It's a good expression of wild turkey, I would say. Like probably a step up from a regular wild turkey, but I don't perceive, even now, like looking for it, I don't perceive any of the mesquite that they talk about.
Whiskey number 3.
All right.
All right.
Just one, all right.
All right.
It's only downhill from here, guys. Nothing.
Not. Jenna is exactly right. This could be water.
Yeah, if you...
That
If
is-
I was blindfolded and you told me I was smelling vodka, I might believe you.
Yeah, this is extremely, as we say in backhanded compliment style, clean.
There's something on the finish, like that it hits you and there's not much there, and then it finishes and you get a bit of the barrel and you get a bit of the
Spice, tiny bit
a
of
little bit of
spice.
spice, a little bit of maybe like late distillate off the still.
Yeah,
But there's just no notes
There's no
on this at all.
character.
Yeah, there's not much going on there. Like,
it's.
This is a.
do you think they've just put it at a higher proof to make it slightly punchier?
I'm not even sure if it is at a higher
No.
proof because it's
No.
pretty easy on the.
I actually think the opposite. I think that this could have been a good expression at a higher proof,
Yeah.
and that they've watered it down so much that it's just lost all of its flavor. Yeah, this is to me like a mix in. this is a
Highball
mix in-
whiskey.
Yeah.
Highball
Yeah.
whiskey.
But
Yeah.
I'm sure the price tag would probably
Would disagree, definitely.
I give you $20 for it.
Thought it was.
Yes, Jenna would be best equipped to tell the story here.
Okay. First off, this is at 40%, which explains why it tastes like nothing. Like, I have a really strong opinion that whiskey should never be proofed down below 45%. And like, it's a hot take, but like, I think this is a really good show of like why that is.
Yeah.
Okay, so the celebrities behind this one are Ian Somerhalder and I don't even remember the other guy's name. I looked it up because I can't remember. It's the two guys from Vampire Diaries,
True.
So
Yes.
which is a CW show.
Who has watched Vampire Diaries?
It's big in the States. This was the
If
only
you're
one
like
that
a
I.
12-year-old.
This was the only one that I thought maybe you wouldn't know the celebrities.
Vampire whiskey.
yeah.
Yeah, it's this one was one where when it came out, we had a laugh at the branding. I'm sorry.
And-
I'm sure the guys behind it are very nice, but yeah, they spent a lot of time on the marketing and did not spend a lot of time on the whiskey, and that's where they went
You
wrong.
could give them like one piece of advice.
I wouldn't. I mean, I'm sure whoever makes this whiskey for them probably has way more experience at it than I do, but
I feel like it could be good. It's just lacking a bit.
It is. Thank you very much. And I'm excited to try it.
cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Aw.
Smells like something.
I mean-
not much, but something.
It's a little spicy.
A little bit of lemon.
Yeah, a little spicy. Again, a bit lacking in flavor, but not entirely devoid of it.
It definitely a step up from the last one that we had. Probably in the same vein as the wild turkey, I would say. There's like nothing wrong with it. Maybe a little bit too proof down and
Yeah.
could have benefited from less water.
Yeah.
But there's a nice spice on the nose. There's like a nice finish. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. Metallica's whiskey.
It's still.
Metallica's whiskey.
It doesn't say Metallica on it, but it is Metallica's
Yeah.
whiskey. So
Black in them?
apparently it's like brandy casks that I don't know what black brandy casks means. It might just be like Might just be charred brandy casks.
Just burned completely. Like, torched to singe. Like nothing left. It's just burnt.
The claim that the barrels sit in a room with Metallica music played at them, and that Metallica curates the playlist that plays for the barrels.
I like it. I like it. No, that there's like brandy involved. And like it's warming up a little bit now.
I think
It
this
is opening up into like a.
I get a plum nose, too,
heavy,
yeah.
like a stewed apple sort of note, which is.
I think the saving grace of this is the rye that's in it. There's a significant rye bill to this. I think it's like around 60% corn and 40% rye or something like that. And I think the spice on the nose and on the palate is from the rye. Not a bad whiskey. I think the price tag is way too high on it. I think this is like $70 or $80 for this bottle. I think if it were a $50 or $60 bottle of whiskey, it would be.
It's in the high 60s, and yeah, it's a bit much, but it's worth trying.
It looks cool though.
It does look cool.
If you know someone who has a bottle, it's worth trying. I don't know if I'd recommend it as a buy, but I think it's great. Like, it's a really good blend. Obviously, the people who put it together know what they're doing. I think what we've learned today is that celebrity whiskey can be pretty good.
Can be pretty good.
I guess we also learned celebrity whiskey can be really bad too. All right, well, that about wraps it up. Like and subscribe. Yeah.
Yeah. See you next time.
Cheers.
Cheers.